Day 2 of the Big Five 2018, and today we're joined by His Excellency Mr. Abdullah Al-Muaini, Executive Director of Conformity Scheme Services at the Abu Dhabi Quality and Conformity Council. We're also joined today by Mr. Karim Halal, Co-founder and CEO of PROTENDERS. A very warm welcome to you both.
Thank you.
I wanted to start by discussing the recent announcement of a key partnership between your organizations, which focuses on the UAE government's efforts to improve the sustainability and the security of the construction industry by utilizing the PROTENDERS platform to showcase certified products, companies and projects. Abdullah, if I can start with you, how did you first hear about PROTENDERS and what is the significance of this partnership?
We at Abu Dhabi Quality and Conformity Council, since our establishment, we wanted to, or one of our major goals is to develop conformity schemes that identify and recognize quality products and sustainable products. And of course, throughout since our establishment, we look into the market and we see who could be potential stakeholders and partners in the market. PROTENDERS, they have done a great job also establishing their names and having a common vision like ours is to promote sustainable products and quality products. And of course, throughout the benchmarking and being or networking with the market, we came to know about them, and of course we approached them. We have a common vision, common objectives, and of course we agreed on to promote sustainable products and quality products.
We've always tried to provide services or provide information to customers on how to improve or reduce risk, improve efficiencies, and let them find the right information about the right products, the right companies, the right prices for their projects. Working with QCC, we can now have the biggest database of products that have been certified by the government body to make sure that they are the right projects, the right products for them to supply in different projects. So it's information that was before very hard to find that we've now provided to any of our customers, any of our members for free, and they can go on the site and look it up, and something which they couldn't do before in an easy way.
If I can come back to you, Abdullah, when we look to companies in the construction sector who are innovating new products, how does the QCC assess which products are certified, and what is the process it takes to get a product certified?
Well, when we develop a conformity scheme, of course, in the conformity scheme, we identify what are the standards and the requirements of Abu Dhabi local entities and regulatory bodies requirement. And of course, we also identify the process of getting the product certified. For construction products, for example, we have two major programs. We have the Trustmark program and the registration program. Now, for the Trustmark, in order for the manufacturers to get the license to use the Trustmark and be granted a certificate of conformity, they need to demonstrate that their product meets the requirement identified in the conformity scheme. And they can do that through testing their products in an accredited lab, and also auditing the manufacturing facilities, to make sure that not only the golden sample meets the requirement, but the whole production facilities meet the requirements set in the conformity schemes. So this is for the Trustmark program. For the registration services or program, the manufacturers will get the certificate of conformity, and that can be demonstrated through a test report that the product is being tested in an accredited lab and it meets our requirement. The process is very simple. Basically, they supply us with all the documents required, test report, audit report, and then the application document, and we basically assess the product meets the requirement and issue the certificate of conformity.
And would you say there are any particular products or areas of products within the construction sector that are under quite a lot of demand at the moment by QCC?
Basically, in the construction products, any products related to the infrastructure, the development of infrastructure, we have received lots of demand for it because it's actually mandated by the regulatory bodies in Abu Dhabi, as well as the fire safety products related to the construction product as well. Because these these two sectors are actually regulated and mandated in Abu Dhabi that the product must have QCC certificate before they are circulated in the market.
Back to you, PROTENDERS now has an audience within the construction market of around 400,000. For those who aren't aware of PROTENDERS yet, what are the core advantages about what you offer?
It's a platform that provides three main services. The first service that we provide this since the beginning is a very efficient, very secure tendering module for developers, consultant contractors. We help them streamline the whole bidding process, documentation management, whether it's a small building or a major development. We work with some of the big names such as DHABI, for example, in Dubai, where everything they tender out has been through us for the last year and a half. On top of that, one of the questions they were asking us was, can you help us find the right people to work with? Who can we work as contractors, as consultants to our projects? And so finding information about who to work based on their specifications, based on their experience, was something that was missing before. So we built something called the LinkedIn of Construction, which really helps companies get found based on their certifications, their projects, their products, their team, and which helps anybody really get more jobs, in a sense, more business. The third part was, now that I have a profile, I want to try and figure out, well, who to go to, who should I approach for my next opportunities. And so you're able to tap into our database of projects. We have over 50,000 projects that we track, and say, well, show me all the ongoing in-design, in-tender, on-the-design projects that are five-star hotels in Dubai that don't currently have a supplier of fire safety. Show me the right people within these companies for me to approach and pitch my services. So you're able to connect from a marketing point of view, a business point of view, and a procurement point of view in a centralized platform, which is why people like what we provide them, because we provide them a unified solution for really everything to generate more business.
And I think that's the answer in both your cases. QCC obviously supplies the regulation and the certification side of things, and PROTENDERS now providing greater accessibility into the construction market. Open up a question to both of you, and I'll start with you, Abdullah. What do you think are the greatest challenges that the sector currently faces within the UAE?
Well, basically, one of the major challenges is the harmonization of the standards and the requirement. Previously, different departments or different regulatory body, they require different standards and different regulations because there are different regulatory body works in the same sector. However, we managed to overcome this challenge by making sure or harmonizing the requirements of different regulatory bodies into one document. Today, we have managed to launch or to issue the Abu Dhabi guidelines for infrastructure services, which basically gives the unified standards for all the regulatory bodies in Abu Dhabi. So that's a platform that the construction companies can actually use to satisfy all the regulatory bodies and requirements in Abu Dhabi.
Okay, and Kareem, what are your thoughts on that?
Building on what Mr. Abdullah said, because of the financial situation, of course, price of oil, we've gone from a phase where there was a lot of building happening to a phase where you have to build better. You have to reduce risk, you have to build with the right companies. And so being able to to reduce your risk by identifying the right people and the right products, making it simpler, making it more efficient, is also a key element. This is where we tap into, and this is where these collaborations make sense for the whole ecosystem, more than just for us.
Fantastic. And obviously today we're shooting here at the Big Five. What are your impressions of this year's event?
It has always been a great event. This is probably my fourth or fifth visit to the Big Five. Every year I'm actually more impressed than the previous year. So great job being done by the organizers.
And for you, Kareem, obviously you have a prime position on the main concourse. What are your thoughts?
It's humongous. The amount of companies that are interested, the amount of solutions that are being pitched, the amount of different products that are being pitched at the Big Five from everywhere in the world. I mean, we see companies coming in from China, from India, from the UK, from Germany, from pretty much anywhere in the world that all want to work in the UAE pretty much. And so it's a massive level of interest that they're able still to get from foreign companies. And I think the Big Five is a testament to how solid the economy, the industry is. Even though it's going through a bit of a hard time, there's still a lot of things to be done. And I think it's great for them to be able to pull it off.